Unify is the heart of our type checker, but we still need to write the type check function. The type check function is unchanged for the simple cases like where we have an integer expression and we return an integer type. And it's unchanged because there was no equivalence that we were checking before, and so we don't have to change it to unify. In the case of plus e, though, and multi, we type checked left and right, and then we checked whether those were equal to the end type before. And so now we will call unify on the result of those type check calls with entity passing along the corresponding expression in case unify finds a mismatch. It can complain with that expression. In the case of IDE or funE, again, it turns out we didn't have any equivalences, so those can be the same as before, just calling getType for an ID or forming an arrow type in the case of funE. In applications, though, we did have an equivalence. We used to type check the function expression and make sure it was an arrow type, and then check that the type checked arg expressions result that type matched the argument of that arrow type. Now we can't take the result of type check and do a match on it anymore because that's a kind of equivalence, and we always have to use unify. So just as we said before, we are going to make up a new type variable to stand for the result type. And then we can form an arrow type using that type variable as a result type and the result of type check on the arg. This is the arrow type that we want the function to have. And so we get a type for the function using type check, and then we can unify these two types, passing along the function to complain about if this arrow type does not match the type of the function expression. If unify does not complain, then what we want to return is the result type, because after all, that's the result type for the function call.